I basically think that if you have an idea, you should be able to say it because it's your idea and it's a free country, but even if it's not right or wrong, you should be able to express your idea.
I think that freedom of speech is the freedom to express your opinions or beliefs as long as the expression of those opinions or beliefs does not violate the freedom of another person. I think that depends on how you want to define freedom of speech. If we're talking about private schools versus public schools, I think that private schools, particularly in Christian schools, there is freedom for teachers to talk about their belief in God in the classroom, for the students and teachers to pray together. However, for example, in public school, I think from what I've heard, there's a lot more freedom to say whatever you want, whether it be good or bad, use certain terms that are inappropriate, etc.
I don't think we have more freedom necessarily because we're in a private school. I think freedom of speech is something that individuals can take advantage of or not, and that regardless of what type of school you're in, you're either going to take advantage of it or not. So even though you probably have more freedom to talk about Jesus and not be made fun of at a Christian school, I think in both environments you have the same amount of freedom to speak up.
In public schools, the freedom of speech for teachers is restricted. They are not allowed to express their true views on evolution or on God. That is an abomination. In private schools, on the other hand, they are free to express both point of views.
I think that to an extent, teachers are sort of handcuffed by the system more so than they have been in the past, because there's set rules on what you're supposed to say and how you're supposed to present your lesson plans. And I think that in reality, if teachers were able to have a little more freedom in the planning of their classes and in the things that they teach and how they teach, I think freedom of speech would be accomplished a little bit better. I just think that when you rely too much upon what's written on paper by people that may or may not be involved in the inner workings of the classroom and with the students that are in each classroom and know how they work best, there's a little bit of conflict between what's effective and what is required.
I think students, teenagers in general, take advantage of freedoms of speech. I think a lot of people use freedom of speech as an excuse to say things and put other people down. I think both in the school environment and outside of school.
It doesn't matter if there's freedom of speech or not, it just matters if students are willing to speak up.